As waterways are becoming increasingly polluted by nitrogen and phosphorus, the directive has been implemented to place restrictions on the level of nutrients which can be applied, as well as the date and volume when these applications can be carried out. By doing this, it is anticipated that water quality will be improved through a reduction in point source and diffuse pollution incidents. However, as organic waste can be viewed as an economically valuable resource from which nutrients, energy and byproducts can be derived, this research project has been undertaken in an attempt to address the underdeveloped technology resource in these areas in Ireland as a whole. With the announcement of the Nitrates Directive comes the problems of slurry and dirty water storage during the close spreading periods, as well as application limits of 170 kg of nitrogen per hectare for land spreading of organic manures. These regulations are changing the face of farming and putting current practices under pressure to improve and employ best practice techniques. The NWEEC Waste Management Programme aims to conduct investigative research into the disposal, treatment and utilisation of waste in the North West region. This is in line with the Consortium's main aims. The project aims to analyse current practice, identify potential solutions and conduct basic applied research into biological and thermal treatment of organic wastes.
This is the River Camoan behind us. It's a very important fisheries river for horse and game fishing, and it's an important route for the annual migration of salmon. The reason that we're here is it's water quality that basically the project's all about. This is increasingly become an important issue, particularly with the implementation of European directives that are aimed at protection of the environment, the Water Framework Directive and the Nitrates Directive. Now you can see that clean water is very important, both from the point of view of an amenity for people and habitat for wildlife, but also of course because we all drink it. And where water isn't clean, or where there's pollution getting into the water source, ultimately it's going to end up coming out of our taps. And everyone is agreed that that cannot be a good thing. To control the pollution of water from agriculture, there are quite strict regulations that have been put in place. Every farmer is aware of the Nitrates Directive and the implications that that directive has for his farm. Basically what the Nitrates Directive does is limits the amount of manure fertiliser and slurry fertiliser that can be applied to the land and the times that that can be applied. The knock-on effect of that is that some farmers may actually have to reduce the amount of livestock that they are farming and the amount of money that they can make, or else look at different ways of processing and dealing with the livestock wastes. This project is about actually the second suggestion, which is finding different and better ways of treating and dealing with livestock wastes rather than just applying raw slurries and manures to the land. And that's what we've been investigating quite closely. So really there's two things that we're interested in. One is the environmental impact of activity, keeping the environment clean, and secondly is being able to help with improving the economic profile and the viability of farm businesses. Yep. To enable us to do this, there was a partnership that was formed. Omagh College is at the centre of that partnership, and it involves other stakeholders and workers who have a key interest in both rural business and the environment in the local area. This project is focused on Omagh College and the Institute of Technology in Sligo and land interests and commercial interests in the agricultural sector. We obtained some funding, considerable amount of funding in fact, from the Interreg 3A cross-border funding stream as administered by the Irish Central Border Areas Network administrating body based in Enniskillen. And this enabled us to set up quite a large-scale project to look at the logistics, the science and the economics of livestock waste treatment, with a view to value-added nutrient recycling and energy from waste from livestock manures and other waste streams.